Today I'm going to show you how you can create an exact UI like this one, a settings UI with multiple options, a music option where you can turn off the music, a day-night option where you can make night or day how you want, and the shadows option where you can turn off the shadows and there are no more shadows in the world. So in case if you already have the UI, check the description for the second part, which I'm going to post it soon. Okay, so to do this, we'll have to go here in Starter GUI and insert here a screen GUI, which we have to name it Settings UI. In it, we will have to insert an image button, and let's change the size. Let's make it a little smaller, something like this, 18, and let's put it right here. Now let's go here at home and open the toolbox and let's search for an icon for this button. So go to decals and search here for an settings icon. Okay, so let's choose this one. We'll have to click on it. Now let's close this toolbox, and here is the image, and we will need to find the texture and copy it. After we copy the texture ID, we will need to delete it and go back to our button and scroll a little down until we see here image, and we will need to paste the copied ID. And here is the image that I've copied from there. Now let's make the background transparency to 1 right here, and this is how it should look like. Now let's change the name of it to something like settings button. In this settings UI we will need to add a frame, so let's name it settings frame, and let's change his size and the position of it. So let's make it something like, I think this is enough. Now let's put into the center. Now let's change his color to this gray, so I like this one. Now let's add an UI stroke in it. Make sure the apply stroke mode is contextual, and we will need to copy from there the background color, and we will have to go here at UI stroke and paste the same color, the color that we've copied. Let's make the thickness 5, I think. And let's go here at color and make it a little darker, so it should look like this. And let's add here an Y corner too. Let's make it 0,12, so something like this. Now let's add the header of it. So we will add here a text label. We will need to copy this Y corner and Y stroke. Let's select both and duplicate them by pressing Command D or Control D on your keyboard, and we will have to drag them into the text label. But first go here to Y stroke and change the apply stroke mode from contextual to border, so it should look something like this. And let's add an Y stroke, so this one we will need to be contextual, the apply stroke mode, and let's change the thickness to 2. Now let's go to text label and search here for text. Let's change the text to settings, enable text scaled, and change the color to white, something like this, and search here for font and choose any font you want. I will choose Fridoka 1, and let's don't forget about the background, so we will go here at settings frame, and I will just copy the color from there and paste it here. So let's make it bigger, so something like this, and make sure it's on center. Now let's do the close button. We will need to add here in settings frame a text button. Okay, so now let's change his size. We will have to go here and search for size right here and make it 0,17,0,17, and it should look something like this. Now let's change the color of it to, let's change it to red. I like this red. Okay, let's change the text. We will need to add here an X, a capital X. Enable text scaled, make it wide. Change the font to Freedoka 1 or any other font you want. And let's add an white stroke here too, and change the thickness to 2. And we will need to add here an Y corner, okay, and make it 0,15. So the button, it should look something like this. And let's duplicate this white stroke. Let's change the apply stroke mode to border. We will have to copy the color of the text button, the red color, and paste it to the white stroke here. Okay, let's make it 5 and change the, let's make this red a little darker, so something like this. And change the name to the text button to close button. Now let's put the close button in the right place, but I still think we will need to make it a little smaller, so something like this. And let's change the white stroke, the border one, let's make it 3. Okay, I think it's good. And okay, on this green line, so it's on the same position with this one and this one. Now let's script this button so we make sure it works. We will need to go here at settings button and add here an local script. So we will need to locate the button first. Local button equals with script.parent. We will need to locate the frame too, so local frame equals with script.parent.settings frame. And now button dot mouse button one click, connect function, enter, and frame point visible equals with true. So this script is done. Now let's duplicate it and add it in the close button, so we don't have to rewrite the script. And let's change here the frame point visible equal false, and I think I need to add here another parent dot settings frame, so something like this. Now let's close this local script too. Let's make the settings frame visible to false, and let's test it to see if it works. So I'm in game, and when I press on this button, it pops up the settings frame, and when I click on the close button, it disappears. So everything works fine here. Okay, so thank you guys for watching this part. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the second part, and hope everything worked well for you. And I will see you again in a few days with the second part of this tutorial.